Hello everybody and welcome to the I guess second to last Bizango Blast video blog because I'm getting quite close to the end. Anyways, what new today? We got some options so we can like make the music loud, so loud that I can't even hear myself talk anymore. And then we have the sounds, we can make them louder or softer. You can turn them off. And if you restart, they will stay off. We'll keep everything on low for now for this video and turn everything off, the resolution, anti-aliasing, post effects, shadows, and even the effects, which, I mean, it still looks interesting as anti-aliasing, maybe some resolution. But anyway, I can play everything on ultra on this like 5-year-old laptop, so I feel like it's fine. Um, Also, I'm collecting stats now, so you can see like it adds up all your scores from all the levels, well, your high scores. Gets a percentage complete, how many bad guys you've vanquished, eggs that you've broken, eggs that you've rescued, like the things you've broken, shots fired, times played, times you've restarted, and how many times you've won. I'm also gonna add like the credits and maybe like a option to go back and see the tutorial and stuff like that. We'll see. And what else? Um, all right, you can hear the music. I made them in GarageBand. I mean, not really a musician, and I'm trying my best. So if it sucks, let me know, and I'll try better. I've also added some powers, and I'm going to show them to you one by one. So the first one is like the down blast. I mean, these are all the powers that were in the original Bizango Blast. So the first power is down blast, and you like hold the button, and then when you release it, oh, that restarts the music for some reason. It's funny. What a interesting bug. Does it always restart the music? This music's a new thing. Let's see. So you hold, you wait until it's right above, and you hit it. Well, the music didn't restart this time. The second power, it's like it's a split power from the original. So you shoot, you hold, you have like these aiming thingies. You wait for it to align, and you release. Easy peasy. And you watch as you vanquish the bad guys. And the final power is it's gonna be the bomb. So again, you hold it and it goes into slow motion, giving you enough time to like aim and stuff. And once you release it, it unleashes its power. So I'm gonna shoot like right in between this, and I'm gonna hold, and then release. Bam! Ah, that restarted the music too. How weird! I don't understand. Like, there's no connection. Whatever. I'll figure it out. So this is what's new. The powers will unlock as you progress through the game. I mean, so for example, in the forest stages, you'll have no powers because it's the beginning. Then for the mushroom stages, you'll only have like the one down blast. And then for the desert stage, you'll have down blast plus a side split. And then for like the crystal stages, you will have all three powers. And for the very last stage, you also will have all three powers. I'm gonna try and keep this video really short because I notice I keep going over time. So I've also added the buttons, so you can kind of just like, if you want to play with just the mouse, I've also added mouse control. So I'm actually controlling it with the mouse, and you can use this like little fire button to fire, and then you can do your powers with these. So it's completely controllable with the mouse. You can pause with the mouse, play, whatever. If you don't move the mouse for a while, all the like mouse interface disappears, so it's kind of cool, I think. What else is there to talk about? I decided to go all in with the depth of field, so I made the clouds kind of blurry too, and you can actually see their outlines if you shoot into them. And I don't get why the music restarts sometimes when I use the powers. That was sabotage. And no. So I feel like most of the mechanics are set. So like I can actually pretty much start doing the rest of the levels soon. Um, yeah, so let's look at some of the blueprints. The options was kind of interesting. I'll show you really quickly the options menu because the way that I did it in Foxy is quite different from the way I did it this time, because this time it was so much easier. I was gonna like do all of this and no, no, I didn't want to. I kind of did the menu the hard way instead of like the other ones where it was kind of like somewhat procedural. Here, everything was just manually done, which was, I mean, it was both easy and hard at the same time for different reasons. So the big problem was like before in like the level select and stuff, the buttons themselves like controlled their input, so you just had to click on the button and it would do the appropriate action. But since the buttons themselves are not like blueprints this time, um, yeah, I ended up with this monster, and yeah. So that's just navigation. It could be simple. I'll show you like a simpler version would have been like the where's the level select? Where each button is a blueprint. You see here the buttons are blueprints themselves. So like it's much neater. You don't have all of that stuff. It's like you don't have all of this just to manage the inputs. So I'll live and learn. All right, for the options, what is cool now is that there's this really cool thing called get game user settings. And so you can get all kinds of like anti-aliasing, post effects, whatever. You can get all of those and you can set them. And the cool thing about this is that when you set it like this, when you actually apply the setting, it's permanent. Like you don't have to save the post and reset it each time. Once you set it, it's set forever. It'll even set it in the engine. So I'll show you really quickly. I go to the options and I put everything like low, and I go back and I exit and I go back to the engine like still keeps the settings. So if I go back to the options and put everything back to ultra and I exit, the engine is also back to ultra, which is really cool because that saves you one step in the saving process. Anyway, I'm trying to keep with time here, so just like this. And also like when you refresh the buttons, you can just use the get game settings. So when you open up the menu again, you can get the current things, and then you can just set it. So like you don't have to save like what option the player had before, even for the menu, because you can just ask the game user settings what they are, and they are saved. So you can just highlight the right thing for you. So these automatically get highlighted by just figuring out what the game user settings are. That was pretty cool. The sound stuff was a bit different. I should delete this. Sound. Let me just find a reference. I don't know, for some reason, every time I do these videos, it's as if I forgot how everything works. So before, like in the Soxy, doing the sound thing was very annoying because I had all these weird sound classes, and when you push and pop and whatever, it made a mess. I don't know what's new in this time, but like if you need your sound class and your sound mix. So I have two. I have one for music and one for sound effects, and they're independent too. So if you change one, it doesn't change the other. And then I did my sound options like this, so 0, 0.1, 0.5, and 1. Because the way that sound is, it's not linear, so it's like logarithmic. So if I had done like 1, 66, and 33, like the last one would still be very loud. Anyway, that's not the point. So the point is that you have your sound mix and you have a sound class, and you can change the volume of the sound mix class, and then you just push it, and then that's it. But this, unfortunately, you have to save, so and you have to remember it because it doesn't carry over like the video options thingies. So you set it, da da da, save it. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's okay. My saving system is a bit hectic, but at least this part is easy. I feel like I can do it easier. So this huge mess here is from the stat collector thing. So I'm saving for all the stats. I just kind of rushed it and it's made this huge mess. Um, yeah, embarrassing, but it works. So, um, but I know what not to do next time. I feel like, what is the point of this loop? I should maybe disconnect it. And we save. And final thing I can show is the cannon, how the powers work. So I kind of had to do a little hack here for them to like show and work in the preview since we're still in the first level. So when the cannon shoots, it always checks to see which power. I could have done this probably better, but could I? I could have done it, let's say, instead of power 1 here, power 1 here, go straight to power 2, and then we go up like this, and then same dealio there. It's amazing what a night of sleep can do, make you see things more in a more efficient light. So there we go, so that way for on the second level we only get the first power, for on the third we get power 2 and power 1, last two we get all 3 powers without all this redundant stuff. Cool. Live fixes. Anyway, so this is not going to be good for my recording time. So the powers are kind of like, they're kind of samey, but not really. So there's a pressed for the countdown, the time thingy. So it gives you time to aim and stuff, and then it checks. It has a bunch of checks so that you can't use 2 powers at the same time. You can't press one and then press the other. You can't use 2 powers per shot, and stuff like that. So, and also when it disables the other powers when you shoot, so it hides the buttons. That's just for the 2D interface, and then a bit of time dilation, some delay, so you can aim. And if you hold the button too long, it's gonna fire anyway, because there you could just like slow motion forever, but nobody wants that. So after, I guess you multiply this by 10, after 3.5 seconds, it will release. So you have plenty time to aim and fire and do everything. I think that's about it. I need to figure out a way to make these guys look good. Any suggestions are appreciated. Let's just do one more round. Let's do it like on super low. Actually, wait, hold on. How much of a frame rate do we lose here? Yeah, so this kept happening a lot since I updated to the latest hot fix. I don't understand why. Because what is... If we go here... I mean, why is it not using the shared? Come on, dudes. None of the memory is being used. Anyway. This has become a very annoying problem, so the editor is gonna crash. Thank you for watching. I'll just do the low res video another time for the last video, I guess, because I feel like there's not much left to do besides do the levels and some final polish and stuff like that. Thank you for watching. Your feedback is always appreciated, and be careful with updates, because this stuff happens. I've never had this problem since I did the 4.23 update. Every time. Anyway, There's nothing I can do about it. It's not like I can roll back, but whatever. Thank you for watching.